Zoea is a revolutionary AI that lets anyone write code without having to learn a complex programming language. Zoea users describe the program they want using one or more test cases. As we shall see, most people can produce test cases without knowing anything about coding. Virtually all programs that do anything have inputs and outputs. For a given set of inputs, we can define what the outputs should be. Taken together, a specific set of inputs and outputs is called a test case. Test cases are often produced by software testers, and this is where the name comes from. For a given program, you can define any number of test cases. How many test cases you need depends on the size and complexity of the program you want to describe. Test cases with inputs and outputs are an easy way to describe simple programs. Zoea also includes a number of features that help to describe more complex software. One of these is intermediate, or derived values. A derived value is simply how we imagine the data at some point within the program, between the input and the output. In a Zoea test case, we can have as many derived values as we want. At each stage, the transformation that produces a derived value or the output should be apparent. Zoea programs can also be combined to form larger programs. To do this, we first break our problem down into smaller pieces that we can work on separately. Once we have produced test cases and working programs for the smaller problems, we then tell Zoea that the larger program needs to include the smaller programs. This approach is called composition. The ability to define intermediate values and to use composition allows Zoea to produce software of any size. This approach, together with the ability to generate software automatically, represents a completely new software development paradigm, which we call composable inductive programming. Visit zoea.co.uk for more information on Zoea, or follow us on Twitter.